Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 3 of the Kanchanaburi Motorbike Tour here in Thailand. Yesterday was a rough day. It rained so hard in the morning. When I woke up, it looked like this. Today, we're going to go check out some World War II memorials and just generally go cruise around the city of Kanchanaburi and, probably get lost. So let's get going and see what we can find today. It's looking a little overcast today again, but I don't think it's supposed to rain. So at least I was able to take that nice break yesterday and chill. Also, some of you were asking about Mr. Chicken. Well, he's here for the ride. So he's enjoying it, right? Yeah, I guess so. The first stop is literally only about a 2-minute ride from my hotel. Hopefully it won't be too packed. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Going a little bit later than I wanted, and hopefully all the tour bus groups have not gotten here. Got a bit of a market here, more of a morning market. Lots of touristy stuff here. Hats, souvenirs, all sorts of stuff that tourists would like to buy. So I'm going to skip all of this. We got to go to the end there, make a U-turn, and we'll be at our first destination. You might know what it already is. Here we are. I got here a little early, and surprisingly enough, there's actually more Thai school kids here than there are, I think, visitors. And yes, we are here at the bridge over the River Kwai, popularized in the movie Bridge Over the River Kwai. Very important World War II landmark here in Thailand. This is a fascinating bridge and part of World War II history, and obviously forms part of the Death Railway. While I'm walking through here and showing you this bridge and this area, guys, let me give you some history about it. The bridge over the River Kwai forms part of Thailand to Burma Railway, also known as the Death Railway. Built during World War II, the Japanese Army began construction of a railway that was the link to Thailand with Burma, which is now Myanmar, which would enable the Japanese to supply their army in Burma and India via a safe land route rather than via sea. Forced labor was used in its construction, and due to very poor working conditions, more than 100,000 Asian laborers, as well as Allied prisoners of war, who were mostly from England, Australia, Holland, and New Zealand, died during the construction. It is said that one man died for every sleeper that was laid on the track. And I just realized that I absolutely left the key in the ignition of the motorbike. So let's hope that the motorbike is still there when I get back. Fingers crossed. It's definitely getting busier here. My advice to you is come here early. I came here at 9:30, but come here early. Come here like at 8 a.m., especially as tourism picks up. There'll be more and more people. So get here as early as possible before all the tour buses and all the tour groups come through here. I guess some of the kids are starting to practice a little bit English with me. Sawadee Kap! Sabadi Mai? Sabadi Mai? Hi! So all these kids are here taking English classes. This is really cute. These kids are just walking up to tourists here and asking them things in English. This is the best way to learn the language, is just practical use. Can you just imagine in your Western country being able to stand on a railroad crossing bridge like that just next to the train? Absolutely not. But again, this is Thailand, where safety is 12th. And now for the moment of truth to see if my motorbike is still here. Oh, the bike is still here. Let's see if I actually did leave the key in the ignition like an idiot. Oh yeah, I sure did leave the key in the ignition, but I've got my guard dog over here, I should say guard chicken, who will definitely bite you if you take my key. You can't visit Kanchanaburi without visiting the War Cemetery. We're now entering the cemetery. Over 7,000 people are buried here, and most of these were prisoners of war, obviously, who built the railroad here through 1939 to 1945. Many of these people died building the railway in prison camps here and were transferred here after the cemetery was built and regraved here. So you can see many Dutch Allied forces, a lot of people who passed away building that railroad. And one thing that isn't often mentioned is that over 100,000 Asian slave laborers also died building the Burma-Siam Railway. I just realized something here. There are flowers, plants planted in between each of these graves, each of these markers here, which is really a touching thing, that there is life here amongst all this death. I'll be honest with you guys, walking through cemeteries, particularly over people's graves, is something sometimes I feel a little uneasy about because, well, you are walking on people's graves. However, in a situation like this, I think it's extremely important to come here, read some of the markers, pay your respects, and just remember these people. We must not forget them. We must not forget the events that have happened in the past, again, in the hopes that we will not repeat them. So if you get a chance, come to this cemetery, walk around, read some of the markers. If you're in Kanchanaburi, you come here to the War Cemetery. You can also come and check out the Death Railway Museum, which is right across the street. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. I went inside to the Death Railway Museum. I took a look around and I've seen so much of the stuff in the last 2 days that, I don't know, I just have a very heavy heart. And to me, it felt maybe a little too commercial in there, so I didn't pay the 160 baht to go through the museum. If you enjoy it, definitely go visit it, but I want to go find something a little bit more livelier to look at because the last 2 days, all the things that I've seen, it's important to see, but a little depressing. Just past a little roadside restaurant that had a ton of Thai people at it. And like I said before, to me, that is always a good sign that there will be good food there. So let's go backtrack just a short little way, stop and see what we got. So I just asked them what is the most flavorful, because that's one of the few things I know how to say in Thai. And they recommended that whatever's in this giant bowl, and I'm gonna get some of these noodles and we'll have some lunch here. Call me crazy, but I love stopping by little roadside restaurants as long as I see a lot of locals eating there and just trying whatever they have. And well, I have no idea what this dish is. It's got noodles, some kind of a meat product, some eggs, and I also grabbed what I believe is rice wrapped in banana leaves. I don't know if this is sweet rice or not, but I'll find out in a minute. Like I said, I have no idea what some of this meat is, or I think I got blood cubes. I'm pretty sure that these are blood cubes. Not my favorite, but hey, when in Rome. No, that's tofu. That is not a beef cube or a blood cube. But I think the soup definitely has some blood cubes in it. Yeah, absolutely. There's the blood cube, guys. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'll eat it when it's in the food, but I won't go out of my way to order it. There's definitely meat in here as well. I'm guessing this is pork. That is really good. It should just be rice. Sometimes it has beans. I have no idea what's going to be in here. Again, it's another mystery food. Getting lost and eating mystery food with Serg. Yep, it's exactly what I thought. It's rice with, I believe, some beans. I think there's also some kind of pork or chicken inside. It's a little bit on the sweet side, but it's really good. Kap kuna kap, lagon kap. That was a great little meal, roadside cafe, and you wouldn't believe it. That soup, the packet of rice, and the Coke and ice came to 50 Thai baht, which is, I think, $1.50. Definitely one of the best meals I've had for that price. If you're around something like this as you're driving by, stop and try it. I know a lot of you Westerners are afraid of street food, roadside food, but I'll be honest with you, the only time I've ever gotten sick from any kind of food here in Thailand was from a full-blown restaurant in Bangkok, and it wasn't even Thai food. Let's get back on the road. I'm ready. Hey, Mr. Chicken, are you ready? Mr. Chicken's ready. Let's go. And again, here's one of those motorbike song towels. Just a little taxi. As I mentioned earlier in the day, I'm not going very far today. That's why I'm not wearing all my safety gear. And it's actually nice and cool today, so it would have been all right. And yeah, I know, things can happen anywhere, so I'm definitely taking a chance. But compared to the rest of motorbikers here in Thailand, I'm overprotected just by wearing this helmet. Wat Tham Khao Pun. Don't know what this is, but I'm kind of curious, and so is this man. Oh, and so are these chickens. Hey buddy, what's going on? Maybe they want to meet my friend? You guys want to meet Mr. Chicken? Hello? No? Come on. He's going to eat you. You guys don't want to play? All right. I guess they don't want to play with Mr. Chicken. Fine. Be that way. You guys have a nice day. Oh, what is this? Did I come to the chicken temple? No, not quite. I have a feeling that the actual cave or the rest of the temple is farther up this road. So we're going to cruise to the top of this mountain and hopefully find what I'm looking for. Not sure if I'm in the right place because I definitely don't see the cave. I think it might be at the bottom. However, the view from up here, dude, you gotta check this out. I was definitely not expecting this majestic view coming up here. Wow. There's no question in my mind that I could stay here all day with this beauty behind me, but I still want to go see the cave here. This is the Tiger Cave Temple, and there is a cave downstairs, or down the hill. You know what I mean. Let's go over there and see if we can find it. Paid the entrance fee of 30 baht, aka 95 cents, and we're on our way to the Tiger Temple Cave, or the Temple Tiger Cave. It's a cave, there's tigers, and there's a temple. Let's go. More stairs. I can't seem to get away from stairs. Good exercise. Let's go down here and see what we got. Whoa. These are not even heights, so be careful when you walk down them. This is actually only my third cave here in Thailand. The one I first came to near Hua Hin, and then the one a few weeks ago. But this one I'm really curious to see what it's like. And we've got a reclining Buddha statue here, which I don't see very often here in Thailand. Well, there's definitely more to it. Let's walk in here and see how big this cave is. Not many people in here. I think there's only 4 or 5 other people ahead of me. And this cave, while not very tall, definitely seems to go quite a ways inwards. Although it's a little cooler in the cave, there's a lot of humidity in here, so it's actually feels warmer, if that makes any sense. But man, all of these stalagmites, stalactites, I don't remember which it is. Fascinating, fascinating. I love going to these things, and yeah, oh, there's a lot of bats up here. There is quite a few bats. I don't think many people look up when they walk through here to see all these bats. I really thought bats liked the dark, but they're hanging out right near that light. How very strange. Okay, we've got more cave to go here. Definitely have to watch your head here a little bit. Wow. We're not going down there. Not really sure what's going on there, but I'm definitely not trying to crawl in there. What the hell? Wow. Looks like another dead end. This is so cool. But yeah, oh my God, you gotta really kneel down here. Oh yeah, I made it. I think we're in the red light district here. This is where all the working bats are, the freelance bats. I have no idea. This place is definitely very, very creepy, and I don't hear anybody else, so this must be a one-way in, one-way out kind of cave. All right, guys, let's continue on. Gotta watch your step here. No guardrails for sure. This thing just goes on and on. Oh my goodness. How deep does this cave go? I have not looked that up, but I'm still descending. This is definitely going to be a narrow path. As if I'm not, oh my goodness, fat enough already. Seriously, this is very tight through here and very, very dark. Wow, made it out of there. I think I've been walking through here for about 5 minutes, and I don't think I'm still into the cave. I think we're still trekking into the cave, and I don't hear the people in front of me. How deep does this thing go? Oh, maybe we're finally into the cave? Wow. What? This is surreal. Okay, this is my favorite cave so far, for sure. For sure. Do you hear that? Some kind of noise up above. Hopefully this thing's not gonna cave in, or I'll be stuck in here forever in a reclined position. Ooh, more bats. Well, I think I finally made it into the actual cave. There's the exit, but here's something else, the cow room, oh, I guess it's just the entrance. Okay, let's go take a look. Let's see if ooh, I have to crawl through this thing. I'm not quite on my hands and knees, but crouch down as far as I can. Okay. If you're claustrophobic or you don't like bats, this place might not be for you, because it can, oh my God, it can definitely be a tight area to squeeze through, and there are bats everywhere in this cave. So just remember to look up if you want to see the bats, as most people coming in here will not notice the bats, but they are in the ceiling everywhere. All right, I think it's time for us to find our way out of here, guys, and move on to our next destination. Again, you got to watch your head, watch the bats, and now climbing back up. And if you're a fat person, which I'm borderline fat, you're gonna have a hard time getting through here. I'm serious. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you're of the larger proportions. Like I said, I'm 180 centimeters tall, about 98 kilograms, and some of these places are a tight squeeze for me. I'm emerging from the darkness, well, and super sweaty. Okay. We're out into the light. I would recommend that 100%. It's quite a hike down, but gorgeous. I'm really glad I stopped here and checked it out. And as always, I'll put a Google Maps link location in the description below so you can find all of the places in this video today. They're actually jackhammering. That's the noise. I'm glad I found out they were jackhammering on top of the cave after I went through it and not before, because I might have had some second thoughts. Oh man, does it feel good to be back on the motorbike after that cave. I mentioned before, but I don't think there are any other guests staying at this resort, or at least there's nobody here because it is so quiet. So instead of working in my room, I decided to set up my little work desk over here so I can have a nice view of the Kwai River while I edit one of the videos. Make sure you take a look at some of the other videos I'm going to throw up here. Please don't forget to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 4 of the Kanchanaburi Motorbike Tour. Bye, guys.